Hello everyone, welcome to Jargus Ranger Review. It's finally happened, the mid-season break is over, the season is back on track, with the 9th episode of Super Dino Charge. Or is it Dino Supercharge? Already I can't remember right, that's not good. Besties 4Eva. Now this wasn't too special an episode, especially not compared to the ones we just had recently. Pretty much, we see Shelby's childhood friend who comes by to make a visit, makes an impression on everybody, but we quickly find out that she's a bit of an attention whore. She takes credit for everything that Shelby does. Even when they were little kids, Shelby made up a Triceratops song. They even won a talent show with it. We didn't get to see it, but the thing is, Erin is her name, she took credit for it all. So even though they're best friends, that's one thing she really dislikes about her, even though Shelby never says it. Though she does confide that in Chase, who can tell her frustration right from the get-go. But anyway, on to something more fun. Our villains are just silly this time, and there's nothing serious about them. First of all, the Rangers just fight off one of their spike balls in the street who had groceries somehow, and they end up losing some cinnamon sticks, which a monster named Half-Bake, yeah, just take a guess what kind of monster he is needed it for a treat he was making for Heckle. And of course, when that tastes terrible because it's missing the cinnamon, he just asks if he can go fight the Rangers and destroy them. And Heckle and friends just laugh in his face. They don't believe him at all, because they think that he's entirely incompetent. And when he asks for what their plan is, he just says, well, I'll just destroy them. And they just laugh even more. How did he end up there? On a prison of all things. So I think he just wants his freedom at this point. So he tries to sneak out, but Wrench catches him. So he just takes the wire and smashes it into his chest, knocks him down, shocks him a little bit. Unfortunately, things are not so well down on Earth. Well, it is all on Earth, really. After, Sludge's ship crashed. Anyway, off topic. See, there's a problem, because when the Rangers fought off their little spike ball for the soldier, he left one of his clothes behind. Which Erin, just watching the Rangers fight, just goes to pick it up, see what it is. Unfortunately, some news reporters see her, and he asks if the Rangers are there, and she just comes up right off the bat that, no, I'm the Pink Ranger. So she gets famous for a day. And by the way, that news reporter, he's actually Sledge, the guy who does his voice. Just thought I'd put that out there. Anywho, Shelby gets irritated with her, especially when people start calling her phone because Erin gave her number because hers died. And it really pissed off Shelby. She says Rangers are out there to save the world, not to be popular. I mean, you can just tell she's struggling to find the right words without just exploding on her. It takes a lot of strength to do that, I can tell you that. And even Keeper informs her that she has to confront her sometime or she'll never see the error of her ways. So Half-Baked goes down into the city. He even asks a police officer where he can find the Pink Ranger because she was all over TV so he can see her now. Of course he screams and runs away. And then people tell Erin, because they think she's the Pink Ranger, that they need help, that there's a monster. So a group she was taking selfies with starts following her, and she tells them, no, back off, help me save you. So she runs off and has to fight them anyway. Or so she thinks. It turns out Wrench shows up and starts fighting Half-Baked for pretty much turning his back on where he's supposed to be. So apparently that shock supercharged and became stronger. And therefore the Rangers have to fight 2 battles at once. Eventually Wrench just gives off an explosion from the excess energy and he's spent for the day. Unfortunately, Half-Baked finally finds Aaron and he takes her off. Down into the sewers of all places, where he wraps her up in dough and is planning to make a giant cooking meal out of her. Looks like some sort of wrap. At least it's not a pizza like a freaking Power Rangers Turbo. And the Rangers track her down by following Shelby's cell phone GPS because Aaron still has it. So the Rangers quickly make work of Half-Baked using the new X-Charger, which allows them to combine all of the Energens, not just the first handful, into one finishing attack. And then for the Megazord battle, Shelby just uses the saber and Saturn instead of Tyler, because it's kind of her episode to shine. And Half-Baked goes down with no trouble at all, using a new version of the Parazord. So then they go back into the Dino Cafe, and there was a press conference where Aaron pretty much fessed up. She ain't the Pink Ranger. And that was the end of her. Then they meet her up again, and pretty much she admits that she shouldn't be taking credit all along. And all it took to realize that was your life being in danger. And then they start singing Shelby's Dinosaur song. Which I'm not going to subject you to, okay? I will not. So overall, this was an okay episode. Nothing special about it. I mean, I guess we are showing that Shelby's grown and become a stronger person, more responsible. Because she started off being kind of a little bit reckless, so she's developed as a person. And so is Chase. He is definitely a little more mature now. Considering how he just quietly handled the situation, letting Shelby deal with it. Now, it was funny to see the villains just taking it easy, for once. But overall, this didn't really add anything, didn't really gain anything. Which is a shame because season was going strong so far. But now it's had a normal episode. Well, I guess since it's the first episode back from a break, it's not bad to have a normal episode just to get people caught up with watching the series again. So hopefully next time we'll see things start to continue our storyline. Overall, this episode, give it a B-. Wasn't really that bad, but nothing special about it either. Anyway, I'm Jargus Ranger. I'll see you next time for the episode 10. Until then, let the power protect you.